All right, let me just pin myself here. Welcome, Marjorie. All right, so welcome everyone to this ROV meditation practice group session for Saturday, April 5th. We're into April, and if you are just joining and notice a little gash under my right eye, don't worry, it's okay. But it was a little shocking, a little swelling, but all is good. And today we have a wonderful practice that I'm calling Enlightened Perception. And first, I want to thank all of you who've joined us live on Zoom, and also those who are joining us on Enlightened World Network. Thank you, Enlightened World Network, for hosting us on your wonderful platform today. And if you're not familiar with Enlightened World Network, they host a guided meditation every day of the week. And you can check them out on Facebook and get information on their guided meditations. So thank you to them. All right. Well, our practice today, Enlightened Perception, is based on the Tibetan book of Living and Dying. So if you're not familiar with this book, I highly recommend that you become familiar with this book by Sogyal Rinpoche. Right on the cover, it says, the spiritual classic and international bestseller. And this is the 30th anniversary edition. So this is just a phenomenal book about living well and dying well, and what that means in terms of our practice of meditation and mindfulness and enlightened perception, enlightened living. So today I'm going to read just a little bit from the chapter called Bringing the Mind Home. And then I'm going to show you an image, a picture that we're going to focus on for the meditation. I'm going to show it to you before we start the meditation so you kind of acclimate to it and get a feel for it. And then we'll close our eyes, go through our usual series of meditation cues, preparatory cues, and then come back to opening our eyes and looking at this image and seeing what unfolds. So I'm going to read from page 63. This sub heading is called Natural Great Peace. And he says, when I teach meditation, I often begin by saying, bring your mind home and release and relax. The whole of meditation practice can be essentialized into these three crucial points: bring your mind home and release and relax. Each phrase contains meanings that resonate on many levels. To bring your mind home means to bring the mind into the state of calm abiding through the practice of mindfulness. In its deepest sense, to bring your mind home is to turn your mind inward and to rest in the nature of mind, or pure awareness. This itself is the highest meditation. To release means to release mind from its prison of grasping, since you recognize that all pain and fear and distress arise from the craving of the grasping mind. On a deeper level, the realization and confidence that arise from your growing understanding of the nature of mind inspire the profound and natural generosity that enables you to release all grasping from your heart, letting it free itself to melt away in the inspiration of meditation. Finally, to relax means to be spacious and to relax the mind of its tensions. More deeply, you relax into the true nature of your mind, the state of rigpa, or pure awareness prior to contact. The Tibetan words that evoke this process suggest the sense of relaxing upon the rigpa. It is like pouring a handful of sand onto a flat surface. Each grain settles of its own accord. This is how you relax into your true nature, letting all thoughts and emotions naturally subside and dissolve into the state of the nature of mind. Rest in natural, great peace. Be at ease. Be as natural and spacious as possible. Release all grasping. Relax into your true nature. And let peace work on you. Quietly sitting, body still, speech silent, mind at peace. Let thoughts and emotions, whatever arises, come and go without clinging to anything. So that'll be our kind of the context of our meditation today, to let this meditation be effortless, relaxed, easeful, and just to allow the nature of our essential being to present itself. And to support us in this, I'm going to share my screen and let's see. Where is share screen? Oh, there we go. They move things around periodically. All right. Sorry. Okay. I can't see where they put the sharing my screen function, which I do need for this. We all need for this. Okay. I can see the image, but you can't. All right. Let me put that away. Let me expand this. Okay, they have moved this function. Does anybody, oh, there we go.
It's in settings. It's in Zoom Workplace, Kev.
What's that?
It's
Oh,
in
Zoom Workplace up top.
then go to settings and then go to share screen.
Oh, there we go. I found it. Thank you. Thanks, Monica. Okay. Okay. Now, can everyone see this image? Yes. Okay, good. All right, good. So this is the image we're going to be working with today. And what I want you to do, just as you sit here before we begin, is to look right into the eyes and see if you can adopt the same gaze as these eyes. Just notice what happens. You may feel as you go into that gaze, into those eyes, that you can, at least for me, the spaciousness of the whole field arises, like back here and all around, as I have that openness, almost as if I'm looking into the field. And feeling the whole field of awareness arise. So just pause that for a moment. And that's going to be our practice today after we settle into our cues. But I wanted to familiarize you with the image first. So when we open our eyes, it wasn't too abrupt. So I want you to kind of have a little pre-understanding of what you might experience. So with that as a preparation, let's sit comfortably upright with the soles of our feet firmly on the ground, our palms cupped in our laps with thumbs touching lightly. If your eyes are not closed already, you can lightly close your eyes. And just take a moment to settle in your seat. And just like those grains of sand that Sogyal Rinpoche was talking about, just let your mind settle down. Be present in your body. And then we begin with basic mindfulness, just noticing anything that's present in awareness. So you may have sounds in your environment. Those are all included in our practice. You may have thoughts or emotions lingering. Maybe you looked at that image and you're like, oh, I didn't experience that. Am I doing something wrong? Just allow that to be just as it is. Just allow those thoughts to settle. Allow any idea of trying to achieve a state of meditation to settle, relax, and release. And just know that the nature of your mind, the nature of your essential being is already here. You are that. It's just that during our lives and the activities and distractions of the world and the day, we might not be tuned in to our essential nature. It might be covered over with thoughts or emotions or activities or busyness. So we're just letting all of that settle now. If you have thoughts or emotions or sensations, you just let them float through awareness and allow yourself to be just as you are. Settling, settling. Like you are a pond or a slow moving stream, and you're allowing all the turbulence or the muddiness in the water to just settle to the bottom. Letting everything settle, and letting go. As we begin our practice from this basic mindfulness, let's set a group intention that this practice benefits all beings, that we all might come to recognize our essential being, our true nature, that we might come home to the pure awareness that we are. And rest in that. that natural great peace. Now let's focus down into feeling the sensations of contact of the soles of our feet on the ground. Awaken sensory awareness here in your feet and your toes, and allow them to soften and relax as if they are melting, settling down into the earth. Feel the grounded presence of the earth through the soles of your feet. Allow that feeling of grounded presence to flow up through the soles of your feet, up through your shins and calves, up through your knees and thighs, into your hips and pelvic bowl, resting down in your seat. Feel the weightedness of your body settling down in your seat, resting down on the earth. Focus into your palms and fingers resting cupped in your lap. Awaken sensory awareness here in your hands, and allow your hands to soften and relax as if they are melting down into your legs. Release any tension in your hands, your forearms, as they settle on your legs. And feel the soft openness in your hands, connected to the soft openness in your heart. Imagine and feel as if a string is attached to the top of your head, drawing your spine gently upright, like a string of luminous pearls. Feel your spine gently stretched from your perineum and tailbone right up through the top of your head, like a stream of light flowing upwards, flowing up through your spine, up through the top of your head, and opening to the vast, clear sky above. Feel the vast openness of the sky. Opening your mind to your essential nature, vast and spacious. Now tuck your chin just slightly, gently lengthening the back of your neck. Lightly close your lips and breathe in and out through your nose. Nasal breathing is calming to your nervous system. It helps you settle. Relax relax and release. As you continue nasal breathing, rest your tongue up on the roof of your mouth with the tip of your tongue touching the gum line behind your upper front teeth. Soften and relax your tongue here. Softening your tongue is another calming cue that sends a relaxation signal to the vagus nerve, which originates in the center of your brain, in your brainstem. As you soften and relax your tongue even more, feel that relaxation in the center of your brain. Feel it flowing down through your vagus nerve, flowing down through your heart, relaxing, releasing any tension around your heart. Flowing down through your abdomen, relaxing, releasing any tension in your abdomen or your lower back. Feel that relaxation flowing out through your whole body, through your torso, head, arms, and legs. And as you feel that relaxation, smile, a subtle smile of calm happiness, of appreciation and gratitude for this time together. To tune in to our essential being and discover enlightened perception. Allow that feeling of smiling to shine out through your eyes and release any tension from your eyebrows and your forehead. Feel that bright, smiling energy shining out through your eyes with a subtle smile on your lips. With that energy shining through your eyes, very slowly open your eyes and focus on the eyes in this image. And adopt this gaze, gazing into these eyes that open the vastness of awareness. So your eyes are not seeking this, they are resting in this gaze. You're not reaching out, you're resting back, allowing this gaze to open the vast spaciousness of awareness. Feeling the whole field. Feel the whole field of awareness. Through this gaze. Feel out to the edges of this field. And beyond that, there are no edges. Vast, open, spacious. Without beginning or end. Feel that. Now, very slowly maintaining that energy of that gaze. Very slowly close your eyes. Feeling that same spaciousness. Maintaining the energy of that gaze in your eyes. Feeling out, resting back. Rest back as that whole field. Anchored by the energy in your eyes. And let go. Rest as pure awareness. That within which all experiences arrive and into which they dissolve. The energy of this gaze as a center. Feel out infinitely in all directions. Resting back, feeling out. Resting as awareness itself. Prior to any content. This knowingness. Its presence. Rest as that. Let go. Essential being to shine forth. Vast, open, and spacious. Without beginning or end. There's nothing to do and no one to do it. Simply being, vast, open, spacious. Effortlessly at peace. Now very slowly again, open your eyes and gaze into those eyes. Feeling that. Felt then slowly close your eyes. Same awareness, eyes open or closed. Settling even more. Effortless presence. I'm very slowly opening your eyes at one with this gaze. And more times, slowly closing your eyes. Now that deep, effortless peace. That natural, great peace. Being present in your whole body. Feeling your body as an expression of that vast awareness. An open space of experience within the vastness of awareness. Inseparable from awareness itself. No inside, no outside. Vast and free. Now, very slowly, begin to open your eyes. Begin the faces of our group. Feel the space inside and all around as one space, one open space of awareness. And as you begin to move and stretch, maintain that openness of awareness, feeling all these sensations arising in this vast open space. And thank you for your practice. Anyone who would like to share anything about their experience? Monica.
Thank you for that. That was so relaxing, and it's so great to see everybody. Um, Thank you for that, Kevin. The image was really powerful. It's interesting. You were reading something that said, you said that like rest and then sit back or rest the mind, and then a part of me just naturally hit a switch to turn off the mind, just like a light switch or something. And it was like any parts inside that were active, like all just shut down in a positive way. It was like their individual expression became just vastness, which was really cool. I don't know that I've done that before. I was just prompted by what you said.
Oh, nice.
And then I felt like I was able to see the vision, the eyes of the person, the image. And then you said not seeking anything, or, just become one with it. It just helped me be one with the gaze, and also just be awareness, and no separate. I didn't feel any separateness in and out. Like it was kind of, I felt a thought come and then it went away, but I could feel uh, the oneness of the gaze, and then yeah, it was really beautiful.
Thank
So
you. Love that description.
thank you. Thanks for that. That was great.
Thank you, Monica. Beautiful. Anne.
Hi everyone. Monica, what a lovely thing to experience, that Kevin's words just acted like a switch. Wow. That would be so handy.
Good switch to have, huh?
Yeah, I reckon, especially when it's around you all the time. No, do you remember recently I wrote a piece about looking into the eyes of the bird? As soon as you mentioned looking into the eyes, immediately I recalled that experience, and then immediately that bird turned up, and he's just left. So I actually, I actually found it much easier to use that experience with the bird as my portal than those other eyes. I just had to keep going back to that experience, and just could feel my head just get, well, it kind of lifted right up and backwards, and I could feel the energy sort of being lifted right up. But my immediate thing with that other picture was, ooh, looks scared, and immediately I thought that it changed into awe and wonder. But that experience of melting into the vastness,
Mm.
I had to use the vortex of the bird. So
Yeah, yeah.
I
And you
don't
have
know.
a connection with that makes it readily available. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Very nice.
But it was so interesting. He turned up just at the start of the meditation. He's just flown off right now. So
Perfect.
yeah. Thank
Just
you
for
very
you.
much. That was very peaceful, like Monica said. It was,
Mm.
I'd like to practice that too.
Mm.
Will it be on the app, or I know it's going to be,
Well, since it's visual, it's hard to put it, but you can watch this replay on
yeah,
Enlightened
yeah.
World, and I'll also post it on the Raising Our Vibration community Facebook
Okay.
page. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you
And
very much.
you're welcome. And in the book, that image is on page 70, if you have the book or you're interested in that. And that image was a statue that Padmasambhava walked by in Samye Monastery and said, "Ah, this looks like me." So that's my consciousness. Yeah. So just a little more background.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting that my first thing was like fear
Mhm.
because of the step, the wide that
Yeah.
expression can be associated with fear.
Yeah.
So I just found that an interesting aspect of my psychology, but I felt
Mm.
really positive about how quickly it turned to awe and
Mm.
wonder.
Yes.
I dropped the fear and turned it to awe and wonder really
Yes.
quickly. So
Oh,
I kind of
beautiful.
feel a bit affirmed by that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Mm.
I love the way you describe that. And often, to our ordinary mind, this vastness of awareness is like, what is that? That's unsettling to my everyday, very concrete, separate objects, separate being world of activities and so on. Right. So it can be like uh, initially maybe shocking, but then as you allow it to just kind of work on you, you said it might shift. So beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Marjorie.
Oh, well, when I gazed into the eyes, I became that.
Yes.
I mean, that is strange, I'm sure, to hear,
Not at all. No,
but
that's what it's for.
that's
Yeah.
what I was, and
Yeah.
that's me. That's who, that's the I am of me.
Yes. And that's what he
So,
was saying when he looked in that.
yeah,
Oh,
and
that's me. Yeah.
I I never wanted to close my eyes. I just wanted to keep gazing. And when you say close your eyes, I say, okay, if you say so. But that was my experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was enormous, beyond, it was beyond the ceiling in your screen. It was beyond everything, everywhere. And that's how deep that gaze goes for me.
Yes,
It
absolutely.
goes forever
Yes.
and beyond forever.
Yes. It's what forever arises in.
It's just forever. And I have that book, but my books aren't organized. So I don't know
You have
where.
it somewhere.
I could probably get it at the bookworm again. It might be easier than finding it in my books because I have them. That's a project that's probably never going to get done. So thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
Thank you, Marjorie.
Beyond,
Oh,
beyond. Thank
love that description. Thank you.
you.
Bill.
Yeah, that was really great, Kevin. So thank you ever so much. And it was great seeing you all here.
Likewise.
It's like being at home with the group, and I found that looking at the eyes, focusing at the eyes, eventually the eyes, and it could have just been my eyes, the way they function, but there was a row of eyes. That was kind of strange. Yeah, there was this 3 or 4 eyes across like this in front of me. Yeah, I felt very present with it. Like at that point, very present with the image. It wasn't scary. It wasn't. It was more just I don't know what you say, connected to it, to the image.
Yeah.
But it was the eyes on the vision of the row of eyes stayed there. I don't know. Maybe it's just my eyes, But it was interesting. Yeah, very, very nice. And you did a wonderful one. You always do a wonderful job of leading us through that, and it was just beautiful. So thank you ever so much.
Thank you, Bill. Yeah. Karen.
Thank you, everyone. It's good to be here. Good to see you. I have a strong affinity for Tibetan Buddhism. Before the fire, I had a beautiful book on the Tibetan Book of the Dead, and it was full of their imagery. But the eyes are important, and gazing at the statue's eyes, it was like enlightenment. I just spoke to me about the mind that's awake. I used to listen to a CD on the Tibetan Book of the Dead, and there was a part in there where they say that you come to realize that there's only the knowing. There's no knower, there's only the knowing. And when we sit in that deep meditative space, it's kind of it is going home, it's going home. And speaking of going home, I've got 2 more months before I go home.
Okay, home stretch.
At the final, it's been hard.
Good.
It's hard being here because it's so loud.
Yeah.
And I don't sleep well. So often in these evening meditations, I start to fall asleep. But I'm just happy to be here, happy to be in the flow.
Thank you, Karen.
That's beautiful.
Thank you for your insight as well. We wish you a swift next 2 months. All right. Well, thank you so much for participating, for being here. It's so meaningful when we gather like this, and really deepens the experience for all of us, especially as we share after, and that adds depth to what we take away from the experience. So thank you all again. And thank you to Enlightened World Network for hosting us again. And we do these the weekend meditations on the 1st and 3rd Saturday or Sunday, if you're on the other side of our planet, at 3:30 Pacific time. And then we also do Thursday evening or Friday morning ROV Meditation Book Club sessions. And those are at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. And you can find out more about those at the Raising Our Vibration community Facebook page or at raisingourvibration.net. And if you'd like to be on our mailing list to receive the Zoom links, you can email raisingourvibrationsk@gmail.com. All right. Well, thank you all again. Lots of love, blessings. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
You too, Kevin.
Thank you.